coming out.
All right. Awesome. Okay. I don't have a fancy wireless one. Unfortunately.
Take back over and ask questions.
Yeah, and then we'll open it up.
Yeah, well, if you get any other questions, feel free to
Absolutely.
hop on there and take that burden off you. That's why I'm here. Let them drill you. Snow. Here.
Anything about the weather?
Yeah. There you go. I probably could have. 20% chance of 50% chance.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we just have it's freezing rain.
Well, we just had this all in one. Let's get it over with.
Yeah,
Done.
2 days worth.
I'm good with that. The sunny 7 fall spring.
Scoop the groundhog stuff.
Yeah, he's off tomorrow.
Oh, and he's coming tomorrow.
Well, I'm talking about there. Groundhog Day tomorrow. Over and over again.
Oh, good. Okay, okay.
Maybe it's sunny in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I think it's cloudy. It's spring. Yeah. Which doesn't really make sense.
All right, Michelle, we're down to less than a minute. Yeah, that's, I was just waiting for them to get set up.
No pressure. We either start really good or we start really bad.
Are you ready? Okay. Jackie, give me the cue.
Good afternoon. I'm Michelle Ferneris, Assistant District Engineer with the Missouri Department of Transportation. Keeping Missouri's roadways clear and well-maintained are one of our major critical functions of the Department of Transportation. We have a multi-day storm event impacting our area this week. I am joined today by Kevin Deitch with the National Weather Service and Missouri State Highway Patrol Corporal Dallas Thompson. I also have today with me Bob Becker. He is our MoDOT District Maintenance Engineer to cover some of our operations highlights. So with that, I will hand it over to Kevin to cover the weather forecast.
All righty, thank you. My name is Kevin Deitch with the National Weather Service here in St. Louis. So got quite a bit to talk about today. I'm going to kind of go through the timeline of this storm, and then I'll mention what amounts we're looking at for the St. Louis metro area, and then kind of what we are asking people to do to kind of prepare and to stay safe in this storm. So the bottom line up front, this is going to be the biggest winter storm that we've seen probably in a few years. If you remember back to the January 2019 storm, we had some snow amounts pushing a foot in the St. Louis metro area, and that's similar to what we're going to see with this storm as well. So it's been a few years since we've seen a storm to this magnitude. So kind of the timeline of the storm, we do have some rain showers out there this afternoon, and those will intensify this evening into the first part of the overnight hours. So we do expect this to start as all rain for folks. Then as we get into Wednesday morning is when we're really going to start to see the transition. We're going to have some cold air that's working in from the north to the south. So starting anywhere around 2 a.m. across far northwestern parts of the metro areas where we expect a wintry mix to start beginning. And then that wintry mix line will kind of slowly sag south through the metro area through Wednesday morning about 6 and 7 a.m. I think most areas in the metro will start to see that wintry mix. So this is that kind of the type of event where you might wake up Wednesday morning and that wintry mix is just beginning, and so it doesn't look too bad outside. But the roads will be wet. We'll have temperatures that are falling into the 20s, so we certainly expect some slick spots to quickly develop by Wednesday morning as that wintry mix intensifies and then eventually turns to snow through the day on Wednesday. Now, as we get into Wednesday evening, we are expecting a little bit of a lull in the precipitation, so that's again kind of a gotcha. It might kind of seem like, oh, the event's over, we didn't get much snow at all. There's much more coming. As we get into Wednesday night and especially into Thursday morning, we're expecting our greatest thump of snow, and it's going to be mostly snow with that kind of second round of the storm again. So the Thursday morning commute looks very treacherous. I think we're going to have several inches of snow falling or on the ground by then, and it's going to be falling pretty heavily Thursday morning. So amounts could vary greatly across the metro area. Unfortunately, we're kind of on the gradient of this storm. Northwest parts of the metro should turn to snow quicker, and therefore the greatest amounts should be across the northwestern part of the metro. And I'm talking like St. Charles County, Lincoln County, far northwestern edges of what we consider the St. Louis metro. Amounts there could be about a foot, a couple inches on either side of a foot, so a really significant snowfall. As you get further south and east across the metro, we're talking for areas south and east of the city of St. Louis, amounts will be lighter there, anywhere from on either side of about 7 inches or so. And we are expecting sleet also to accumulate with some of this snow as well. So it's going to be kind of a wintry mess, especially for the southeastern parts of the metro where that wintry mix kind of persists a little bit longer. Luckily, it doesn't look like we're going to have a whole lot of freezing rain with this system. We do expect at least a glaze of ice from freezing rain, but it doesn't look like the type of system that's going to accumulate rapidly on power lines and cause major power outage issues and things like that. So that's maybe the good news of this storm, is it looks mostly like a sleet and snow mixture here for the St. Louis metro area. So what to do? Our recommendations: don't be out on roads Wednesday and especially into Thursday. Like I said, Thursday morning certainly looks to be the worst of this storm, and I think commutes Thursday are going to be very difficult. If you do have to be out, make sure you have some things with you: blankets. If you're on medications, your medication. It is possible that we could see some motorists stranded in this type of event with these amounts of snow that we're expecting. So with that, I will turn it over to Corporal Thompson.
All right. We'd like to thank Kevin for his very forecast. Yeah, that's great. No, like I said, I'm Dallas Thompson with the Highway Patrol, and you're hearing what he's saying with the forecast. So we urge you going forward to really monitor your local news stations and their weather forecast and pay attention to it. Listen to what they're saying, and look at the timeline when this is going to be coming and how it might affect your day. If it comes in throughout the night, be sure to get up early, look at that, adjust your travel if necessary. Give yourself plenty of time to get to your destinations. If you have the ability to work from home, that might be a perfect option for you. If you don't have that option, you have to get out. Again, just plan ahead. Know that it might take you a lot longer to get to where you're going, and drive safely and slowly. Troop C, we're in the St. Louis region right now, but Troop C covers a larger area, and the St. Louis news viewing area covers that area as well. Goes as far south as St. Genevieve, Perryville area, and as far north as Bowling Green. So we're going to see more snow in the north, more freezing rain and ice in the south, and then it's going to meet in the middle somewhere with the mixture of snow and everything. So we don't know where that's going to be. So just, again, really pay attention and plan your travel accordingly. From the patrols aspect, we are planning ahead. We're going to be increasing some of our manpower as much as we can. We're going to be going to 12-hour shifts, 24-hour coverage in all areas of Troop C. We'll have troopers available to respond to incidents, accidents, and we'll get there in a timely manner as quickly as we can. Remember, police cars aren't magical. We don't have abilities to just drive through snow and ice. So we're going to get there as quickly as we can. But just recognize that if you find yourself in a slide-off situation or an accident and you call for help, it might take a little bit longer for us to get to you, but we will get to you when we can. Again, if you find yourself slid off in a ditch or in a crash, you can call 911 or star 55 from your cellular phone. That'll get you to the nearest troop headquarters. Let us know your location. And then please stay inside your vehicles. Don't get out and walk around the cars. That's the safest place for you to be is inside, because if you found yourself in a ditch, there's a good possibility the next car or two coming up behind you could be in the same ditch with you. So we don't want you standing outside the car where you can get hit by those other vehicles. So remain in your vehicle and call for help, and we'll get to you just as soon as we can. So like I said, we're going to have plenty of troopers working. We're working on resources. You know, if for some reason we would have road closures and people stranded for hours, to where we try to get out there and check on those stranded drivers, make sure that they've got some water, some snacks if necessary. If they run out of gas, we'll work with MoDOT to try to get a little gas to them so they can get their cars running again. And then we're just going to plan for the worst and hope for the best here. With that, we'll give it over to Bob Becker.
Thank you. Like I said, my name is Bob Becker. I'm the district maintenance engineer for MoDOT St. Louis District. And as people have said, this is going to be a big, long event, and there's going to be a lot going on. This is an all-hands-on-deck event for us. We'll have everybody who's available in plowing and treating and doing what we need to do to try to keep these roads safe. But just to reinforce that, those roads are going to get slick, and it is going to take us longer to get around, especially in these big storm events like this. So we need everybody's help on that. Stay home when you can. Stay off the road. Give yourselves plenty of room. If you do have to get out, give us plenty of room whenever we're working, because we're trying to do our best to get those things taken care of. Now, talking about the next 12, 24 hours for us. We've got crews coming in tonight at 7 o'clock. This is going to be a rain event at the beginning, so we're not going to be able to get any treatment out ahead of the storm. So we're going to be out there. We're going to be ready as this storm starts to transition over to freezing rain or sleet, get a treatment down ahead of this storm, and then do what we can after that to try to keep it off the road. You know, this is that perfect storm that I'm always concerned about, because it's a long storm. It's hard on our people. It's hard on our equipment. And then tomorrow morning, it's not going to be significant tomorrow morning, possibly. You may not know, there's something on the roadway. Tomorrow morning when you get up, check the travel information map, see how the roads are doing. Give yourself some extra time, because we want people to slow down and be careful tomorrow morning, because anytime a storm comes in about rush hour time can cause us a lot of problems. If you have that opportunity to work from home, that would be great. That would be helpful. But if you don't, you need to get out. Check our map. Check your local TV stations. Make those determinations. Give yourself plenty of time to get around, and give us plenty of room to get around when we're working out there. So that's all I've got for right now. Michelle, you want to wrap it up?
So as everyone's talked about, tools that are available to you is check MoDOT's traveler information map for current road conditions. It may take crews longer to get the roads to all clear status. So if you can get to your destination prior to the storm, that is advised. If you must travel, make sure you're prepared, have gas and food, water, be ready in case something happens. With that, we can take questions.
I know we have issues of MoDOT employees being ill and turnover and things of that nature. We always talk about numbers of vehicles on the road, numbers of staff. Would you address that, please, as far as how many people you will have out over the next few days?
So MoDOT is several hundred employees short statewide. We are utilizing all of our resources, all of the staff that our snowplow operators are ready to go. So everyone that is trained and ready to go is available, and we will have them working 12-hour shifts starting tonight until we get the roads to all clear status.
Michelle, why is there that 100 or so employee shortfall that you mentioned?
So MoDOT is several employees short, just the same as other folks in the industry for getting CDL and trained operators. We are doing everything we can to hire and train, and we are not immune to illnesses as well. So everyone that is ready to go, all of our staff that are trained and are standing by to start 12-hour shifts tonight.
How many staff do you have that's trained for the snowplows?
So we have over 1,500 employees statewide. And this is a statewide storm. We utilize all of our resources and share our resources across the state to fight the winter operation storm.
Do you know how many, though, are specifically working the snowplows?
So we have over 1,500 people statewide ready to go for the storm. This is a statewide storm, and we're utilizing all the resources that we have available to fight the storm.
So the 1,500 is truck operators and snowplows.
So we have over 1,500 employees statewide that are ready to go for operating during winter operations.
Any other winter operations questions? If not, we'll shut down right there. Thank you. We will come back in the morning, 6 a.m. right here. I think some of you asked if you could be here in the lobby. That's fine. If you're going to do your live shots and things of that sort, that's perfectly fine. Thank you. Thank you.